And we're back. Hopefully, we're not laggy. Hopefully, the technical difficulties are fixed. Um, I'm just gonna repost this on my social media because we have a new link. And if anything goes off, the video's choppy, please let us know down in the chat. Really appreciate you guys. And anybody who stuck around, thank you. Or anybody that comes back to the stream from the previous stream, sorry that you had to listen to us like that. Um, that was bad, pretty bad. But we're just gonna once again wait for people to join, and we'll get to with talking with our discussion of this week.
Yeah, I can show you some shoes that we got this past week. For we're waiting for. We got these animal shoes. The Sun GT. I guess high. Really insane shoe. Two different colorways we got. Selling very fast. I hope. Like look details how cool they are.
Wait for put it like that, yeah, in the middle, so it'll focus on it. Nice little shoe.
Late. Size 15.
You know what I mean. Now I'm gonna go back to this stream so how it sounds. Yeah, it should be better, but get a little closer to the mic if you can. The audio sounds kind of weird. Let us know how we hear you guys.
Okay.
Should be straight. So, what we wanted to talk. Oh, what's up, Sneaker Hype? What we wanted to talk about this week was our travel that we did in January 20th to the 24th, or what was the dates? Do you remember?
23. 23.
So from January 20th to the 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
We basically went from Georgia to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, which is like 4 hours and.
Yeah,
Dude, you
30
drove.
minutes. Yeah, 1 hours and 30 minutes.
4 hours and 30 minutes?
Yeah, 4 hours and 30 minutes, but we got a problem with snow. And we had to like go around all the mountain to get to there. It was really annoying. We had to like follow the paper that they put in the mountain, I guess, because it wasn't any signal there. Like we got like a Verizon and T-Mobile, and like nothing was working. We couldn't put GPS, and we had to like follow paper. That was good that my wife's a little more old school, and she knew how to navigate without GPS, because we all like 20s, like we don't know how to do that. But I mean, we figured it out. It took us like 1 hour and 30 minutes more, but we finally got there. The same days that we arrived, we were able to hit the Nike, and I didn't buy nothing, but he did.
Yeah, it was a kind of a long car ride. And Rodolfo Velasquez Jr., congratulations on 1K subs. Thank you. Gonna reiterate, gonna say once again, we did hit 1K subs on the channel. Appreciate each and every one of you that's watching and that subscribed. Gonna be doing something, maybe most likely a giveaway of a gift card or a pair of shoes. Let me know what you guys, if you guys have any suggestions, throw them in the chat down below.
Yeah, my idea. Sorry about it. But my idea was like he's planning, or he's like writing like a guide to get ungated stuff on like Nike, Adidas, Puma, like a high brands on Amazon, and we're gonna start getting away to give away that. What you guys think is better for you guys? Just let us know.
Yeah, I'm between the gift card, the shoe giveaway, or like he said, I'm doing an ungating guide for like getting ungated on Amazon with like big brands such as Nike, Under Armour, and all that stuff. All of this information is very readily available if you do the research, or if you ask the right person, they'll tell you. Even if you ask me, I'll tell you most likely. But there is a process to like ordering the item and you finding out if it's on Amazon and all that stuff. So let me know what you guys think. If I should give away an ungating guide, give away a shoe, or do a gift card giveaway or whatever. But continuing on talking about the Tennessee trip, our first day there, we arrived pretty late. It was like 6 something, and the Nike clearance store, the store that we were going there for, that we were more hyped about, that we were excited about, that we thought was gonna be the best store of the whole trip. We arrived there at like 6 something. First day we went in, just a quick glimpse, maybe.
Yeah, we were for like 30 minutes there, checking around.
I say 20 minutes. We were there for 20 minutes. Audio's a little far. Oh, hold on. How about now? I mean, I think the audio does sound like we're a little far away. That's what I was trying to see earlier. But let's see. I said 20 minutes. We were there for 20 minutes. Yeah, you see, it sounds like we're far away. I don't know why. But
it's good, bro. You can hear us. That's fine.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I can fix it. But yeah, I copped one pair of shoes from the Nike the Nike clearance store. I keep saying outlet. The Nike clearance store, and that was the first day. Basically, we just went to Nike and went back to the Airbnb and chilled.
Yeah, that was just like mostly to check how's the store is, like if they're going to be like a lot of people, like us employees, hey, like, you know, like it's going to be lines and here in the morning, or like what's the best time to come in, or like if you have any limits, or we're just getting as much information as we can to like don't come in the next day like, hey, like it's not restocks are not this day or this time or later. But it wasn't the best weekend to go neither, I would say, because it was like a snowstorm. Like they mostly said that like a trucks couldn't like come in because how we said before, the streets, the mountain were closed, were closed, and I believe like the streets for trucks were also closed. It was difficult to get there, and they were saying that weekend probably it's not going to be nothing until like next Monday, nothing new, and we were leaving like on Sunday. But yeah, that was the first day for us. Next day we wake up, we breakfast and whatever, and then we went straight to the store again, and we got some stuff. We got, I would say, like 5 pairs of shoes each, nothing crazy, just maybe like $20 to $50 profit on every pair. It wasn't worse than expected. Like, yeah, it was not very good. Then we went to, well, I don't know if you wanna add something from the first day of the clearance store.
The first full day.
Yes.
The first full day, dude. I really don't remember.
At least in the clearance stores. In the clearance store. I guess we got some clothes too. That's the first day, right?
Yeah, I believe the item that we kept the most out of everything in the clearance store was clothing. So, I mean, the clothing was okay. I forget the specific clothing items that we bought, but clothing was most definitely better than the shoes. Like you said, it was way worse than we expected. Well, to be honest, I've never been there. It's really a hit or miss on any clearance store that you go to, or any store that you go to without ever going, unless you have a connect in there, or plug. Unless you have a plug. Sorry, you really don't know what to expect. And myself, I did expect a little bit, like at least something, but when it was pretty trash, I also wasn't too surprised because, you always have to be aware of. You always have to keep that in mind that not every store, not every Nike clearance store is gonna be hitting all day, every day, all the time. And this one in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, clearly wasn't hitting. We only got like maybe 2 pairs a day that we were there, and no, not even. We got less than 5 pairs at the clearance outlet, each.
Yeah.
So in total, I'm not sure how many we got. Maybe 10.
Yeah, but like as we said, like nothing like crazy, nothing like Sebas and Andy though.
Yeah. And to introduce Sebastian and Andy. Sebastian is one of our friends in Texas. He always sends us his clearance store finds, and they're insane. As well as Andy, his name is A Train Hustle on Instagram, I believe.
Yeah.
As well as Sebastian, whatever you want to call him. They eat up over there in Texas, so um, we're gonna be giving more info on this maybe a little bit later into the stream, but we're going to Sebastian's clearance store in like 3 weeks. So
Yeah, them. There were some also one outlet in the same city, like not too far away, less than 10 minutes. 10 minutes. We hit the Nike outlet in there too, and I actually was literally way better in some stuff. They have a lot of refurbished shoes. The first day was, I believe, the only good day. We got like 10 plus pairs in there, like a 12 pairs, like a stitch each, and they were really cool, really good shoes, like a really little bit like low cost. Most of them were good. Then also we found some like vests, like some like tech pack vest and tech pack jacket. That everything that we're saying here is in the videos and the past videos that Kevin did. Like, if you don't know what we're talking about, just check the videos and you see all what we got, like one by one. Yeah, those jacket, and well, we got one jacket each because they didn't have like many good sizes, but the best, they were pretty cool. I already sold one for 160, already delivered, and I got a positive review too. And I sold it for 160, and we paid like 89.99 plus 20 plus 15.
So 90 plus 35% off total.
Yeah, and I sold it for 160 free shipping, but I made like, it should be around $60 profit.
Yeah. You did that calculation. Do you have it on the top of your head, if you remember? If not,
I had to go to my Google Sheets and trying to check, but I don't think so.
I know the audio sounds a little low, you guys. I'm trying to fix it here. I'm not gonna disconnect the stream because of it though. But I'm most definitely trying to see what's happening here. But yeah.
Yeah. Also, to continue, if you guys can hear me good.
Yeah, they can hear you.
Like, we went to Adidas. It was not good. And not that good for us, because we were limited on space, and like we were like, we can get a lot of Adidas back in Georgia. Like, let's leave this for the last days. We don't have space, right? Then it was like our like holy grail, I guess, like our savior. We went to a Converse store. That actually that week they were releasing Converse Love, or St. Valentine's Day Converse, or whatever you want to call it. 3 different colors. They were the high ones, the platforms. They didn't have all the size wrong by the time that we got there, but we scored 11 pairs. That's not bad. In that moment, they were selling for a lot of money, but we still got some good money. They were releasing the non-platform highs on pink and on black. We were not very convinced on those because they were not platforms. But by now, we knew that we made a mistake, because we got 3 pair each in the last day because we didn't find nothing or more of the platforms. We got 3, and most of them are sold by now, and like for good money. Like, I believe they were like $65 plus tax, and we sold it for like 150, or between 120 to 160, I will say. Depends on the size, depends on the color, the pink or the black ones. And also we got I don't know if you have heard of the Converse Wonders.
It's okay to wander. That's the full
okay
full name.
Yeah, we got 24 24 of those. Oh, you can check in the video. You will see it. We got 24 each of them, 24 pairs each, and they sell every day. Like maybe not for how much I was expecting for at that moment, but they sell every day. It's around $40 profit of every shoe, and I'm happy with it because it's 50% raw
ROI.
ROI, yeah. And I like it, and it's really easy to flip. A lot of girls like this shoe right now, and that was the store that we got safe of, like bunch of shoes.
Mr. Eric, oh, look who's in the chat. But
Nice.
yeah, the Wanders, I was complaining about them a little bit because, they did drop down in price because a lot of people started buying them, and that's just what happens. Simple supply and demand. There's more supply, and people drop the prices, but we're still making a great amount of profit. At least I am. Now that I'm not buying them at, let's say, retail price or $80, maybe they're still worth it at 80 if you cost average out. I cost averaged out my pairs because I had a lot of pairs from before that were like that I got them for like $59, and now at the not the clearance store, the Converse store, they are going for $80 retail. Back when like maybe last month they were going for only $70, right? $70.
We paid 59.6 for the first lot.
Yeah, but that's because they were 20% off. But
yeah, for the first book. Then we pay for some of them we pay retail plus 20. Like 70 plus 20%, and for some of them we pay 80 plus 20%, and for some of them we pay just retail.
Yeah, that's the thing with those shoes. They sell, and they most likely will sell if you buy them, but it's just depending on if you want to wait to get if you want to wait a little longer to see if they stop like restocking them at the stores and getting your the price that you want for them. You can do that, but I'm not gonna do that. I'd rather sell them for whatever they're selling at market. If I bought them for less than, let's say, $80, because it's still a good amount of profit. Even at 80, I'm gonna say you're making like $30 a pair, which is not bad considering it's almost a guaranteed sale. So, yeah. Shanu, only 4 watching. Yeah, bro. We had some technical difficulties. And then we stopped the first stream. We were only streaming for like 5 minutes, and then we started it back up. And
yeah,
hopefully we get more people watching here. We got Eric in here. We got 830 Harris in here. Remember him for last week. Yeah, and Eric says they raised the It's Okay to Wander platform shoes to $80.
Yeah, if you don't follow Eric on Instagram, go follow him, because if it wasn't for him, we didn't know nothing about those and the love. Like, he give up the tip, hey, go to your local and check for them, and we did and pay off.
Yeah, shout out Eric. Look, I don't know if you message him, he might talk to you, but he said to follow him if you want, but
yeah.
We only got that game because we're in a group chat with him, so we're kind of reiterating that to the audience or whoever's watching right now. But if Eric is nice enough, maybe he'll talk to you. And
yeah, if you need to sell shoes, also he buys a lot.
Yeah, Eric is a beast with the shoe game and just buying in general. So
yeah,
got Sebas in here. J-Man, you are not late. We are late. We started the stream off late, and then we had some technical difficulties, and then we're back to where we are right now. Hopefully everything is good now, and we can keep going for however much we need to. Vinny Shelby, do you focus on shoes mostly? Yes, we only focus on shoes and clothing. While I do have some, let's say, online arbitrage replenishables for Amazon, I'm mostly shoes and clothing. Say 98%. The other 2% are like a couple items that I have at Amazon sitting, or that I replenish. And yeah, Seba says, I'm eating some tortas de jamon, bro, watching the live.
Send some.
Yeah, for real. G Vision, Mr. O. Eric's Instagram is what you see in the chat. So it's Mr. Zero Eric Zero, and that's ERICK with a. That's ERICK, not ERIK. Huh?
Sketchers Princess. Eric.
Uh, yeah, the Resellers is a Skechers Princess. I think that's a good name for her, Eric. Yeah. GT Cuts for the win. GT Cuts are pretty great shoes. They did sell out really, really quickly, and hopefully they sell high.
Yeah, that's good sound.
Yeah, I don't know the market on them. Antonio just sent me the link, and I just auto-copped.
Those went today, doesn't focus good. Here we go. 2 today. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got 2 pairs. You got what sizes?
I got 15 and 6.5.
Why did you get the 6.5?
They were so difficult to get. That was the first one I got. I couldn't. I was able to put it in the car and buy it, I guess. And then the 15 come up and I took it. But yes, those were the size I could get. And also I got one from yesterday too. Size 15 also. Only one. It was really hard to get that shoe.
Yeah, and going back to the trip, it was a little. Well, specifically, we went for the Nike clearance store, and it was underwhelming to say the least. But we're happy that Converse came through for us. We bought a lot of shoes, and yeah, I mean, we made our money back. And going into more, do you want to get more details onto how much we pay for the renting the Airbnb and renting the car? I know you should. Do you know the number for the car?
Yeah, we rent the car from the 20 in the morning, pick it up around 10 a.m. and we deliver it back on 23rd at like, I would say like 9 p.m. It was like 3 or 4, I think it was 4 full days. We pay $411 for the car. That's what we pay for the car.
411?
Yes.
Dang, I thought it was like 500.
No, 400.
And that was divided by 2?
Yeah, that was divided by 2. I was a minivan, brand new minivan, really nice to drive it. It was a hybrid, and we didn't even spend that much gas. We drove, 5 hours going and 4.5 back, and we put 2 times gas only, twice.
Yeah.
It was like we spent like, I would say, $70 in gas in whole trip. It was really good. I was really impressed.
How much did we drive? How many miles? Do you know?
I can figure it. I can find it.
I believe it was 700. I'm not 100% sure, but
Here, send me the email.
700 maybe miles. And for the Airbnb, we paid an exact amount of $542.91, and that was for 3 nights. No, 2 nights. 3 nights. 3 nights. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we left on Sunday morning. Logan, what's up, man? And yeah, the only reason we dropped that much on the Airbnb is because while we did go to this trip to Source, we did want to enjoy our time a little bit in Pigeon Forge. Yeah, 700. So we drove 702 miles. And like I was saying, we did want to enjoy a little bit of the town and, not work all day, and that's exactly what we did. And, it was a great time. But
ladies came with us too.
Yeah, the ladies came with us. That's another reason why we got the kind of not expensive, but like
2 bed, 2 bath.
Yeah, 2 beds, 2 bath Airbnb, and for further trips they may not come. For sourcing trips specifically, like the one we're taking to go to Sebas's Nike clearance store in Texas. Rodolfo says, it's good to see your channel grow. Subscribe to your channel from the Hustler Hacks community. Shout out Hustler Hacks. He's a GOAT. Appreciate you for subscribing, Rodolfo. Bashea92 or Basea, sorry if I said your name wrong. Have you hit 6 figures net profit with this model, or you feel like there are other models that go quickly? Bashea, I have not hit 6 figures profit. I've hit 6 figures in sales, sorry. And for 2021, I believe I sold like 250K, if I'm not mistaken. Um, and net of that is, I don't know what the heck. I think it's only 24% of that was net profit. But I believe I this model of whatever I'm doing right now is it's kind of weird. I'm not gonna say you can't scale to six figures because you most definitely can. But if it's just one person, I believe it's gonna take you a little bit more time and effort to reach that goal. Um, Maybe you need to hire out employees, find people to buy stuff for you. But um, I believe some other good models to reach maybe six figures in profit a year is scaling your online arbitrage, and this I'm talking about Amazon FBA here, you guys. Scaling your online arbitrage business, and maybe get into wholesale if you're into that kind of stuff. That's most definitely a very steady route to go to be on the road to six figures in profit, not just sales. And yeah, so I believe I am gonna hit six figures in profit one day, but can't tell you when.
I believe you're going to do it this year because you were really near last year. Yeah, I mean that's the goal. To make as much money as that we can, but like I'm going to like be working 24 hours of my day just to do that. I wanna live too. I wanna travel. I wanna new teams. Wanna go to the gym too. Wanna do some sport. But yeah, you always will need help to get at least $1 million in sales. If you do it by yourself, it's not going to take you a year. It's going to take you more. Also, I mean, depends on your finances too.
Yeah, how much money do you have to put into your business is really what really goes down into it. How much money you can make. But yeah, I mean, that's basically a goal for anybody who wants to. Well, I'm not gonna say everybody, but I'm gonna say that's like one of the main goals you want to reach. Six figures in profit. That's just great. Like depending on where you live, for me that's great. I don't know about where Eric lives. The six figures is good, but
I think he already does that.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Shanu asks how to create Revolut business account. I'm from India. Shanu, I really don't know what Revolut is. Or Revolut business account. Yeah, I don't know what that is, dude. Sorry. Can't tell you. Ozama says, what percentage of shoes are FBA versus FBM? So I'm going to say 95% of my shoes are FBA. Basically, all of my Amazon inventory is FBA. I don't like FBMing stuff, but recently I have, and I've sold a couple of things here and there. So I'm not giving up on FBM 100% anymore, and I'm starting to list a little bit of there. What about you? Do you think you know anything about your FBM? Are you more FBM or more FBA?
For me, it's depending on the shoe. If I have a really high-end shoe, I won't do FBA. But like I have a lot of like Jordan's 1 Meets, Vapor Maxes, or Lows, something like that. And I started doing it FBN just to try. It's a lot of high risk, but if you don't risk, you don't win. And I saw one like this week. This week I saw one Jordan 1 Meet for $348. That on gold and StockX is selling for $170, and I FBN that shoe. It's very risky. You got return it, or you got damage or whatever. But I mean, it was really good profit on the shoe, and those are the shoes that I FBN. But if it's like a regular Amazon shoe, like the buy cost is around $20 to $40. I FBA all of those. But that shoe it cost me around $150, and it's selling for like $350. You gonna return to FBA. They don't care what is the shoe. They're just going to send it back to you, and that's it. We FBN, and you can do the restocking fee if they come in damaged or used or fake or whatever. I mean, it never happened too bad an experience. Just one time that I came some shoes that were so used. They're the shoes that I put in my history today, actually. I sold a pair of cleats from Marshall for $200 and I FBM those because I have the listings also on eBay and Go and StockX, and I sold it for 200 on Amazon. And after a week, they were returned. I was like, I used it one day and my butt hurt. And when it came back, they were like really bad, like really used. Like he used it for 1 week and then returned it. And I just charged the restock fee and I did 50%. It mostly I sold it for $100. And I got the shoe back. And I paid $20 for those shoes. I still make profit in that, but it sucks. I lose the other 100 for that. But it's what it is. That's the business, and you're going to get returns. And if you do not get returns, it's insane good. But I mean,
if you're in the shoe game, you're gonna get returns on Amazon, and eBay regardless. So it's not like returns aren't rare, but you're gonna get a lot if you do resell shoes, specifically on Amazon. And I have two things to say. One about the mids and one about what you said about FBM being risky. I don't think Amazon merchant fulfilling your own shoes or your own products is risky. Simply because you can charge a restocking fee. So if somebody sent you, let's say in this case, somebody sent you a used pair of shoes, you charged a 50% restocking fee and you got $100 back. You only paid what, $25 for the shoes. You still made money on that, and you're not out 100% of your money, which is the good thing about Amazon FBM in your product. So you ship out the product yourself, do all that stuff, as opposed to Amazon doing it, and that is Amazon FBA. I would say it is very extremely risky to send your stuff via FBA if you're like selling high-end shoes. For example, not Air Forces. I mean, that's still a loss if somebody tries to returns a really dirty pair of shoes. But Yeezys, Jordan 1 retros. If somebody returns those, you're not gonna inspect it. Amazon is, and when they do that, sometimes they don't care. Not that they don't care, but if somebody returns you something that is completely different, Amazon's just gonna put that inventory in your stranded inventory and be like, this is not sellable. You can either dispose of it, get it sent back to you, or liquidate it. And most of the times, people get it sent back to them, and I do as well. And in some instances, the shoe is worn, or the customer just sent back something else. So FBAing like high-end shoes is very risky, but if you want to risk it for the biscuit, go ahead. That's completely up to you. And I'm going off of your Jordan 1s that you sold. What Jordan 1 mids were those? What color were they? Do you know the colorway?
Well, like gray. They were black and gray, but I can't let you know.
Brian's in the chat. What's up, Brian? I think this is the first time he joined the live.
Yeah, a Jordan 1 mid Shadow Red.
Shadow Red.
Size 14.
And how long have you had those?
Like 2 or 3 months.
2-3 months. Dang, dude. And you sold them for how much?
$348.99.
Yo, watch out! Don't show that.
What?
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. No,
hopefully it focuses here.
It's about well.
Wait, let me see. No, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I mean, insane, and he's FBMing though, so I mean, it's not really risky if somebody sends him back some feelers. He can charge a 99% restocking fee. Maybe they leave him a bad review, but they're the ones who is trying to scam. So yeah, it is what it is. If you wanna, I recommend if you're gonna do high-end shoes, FBM them. But that's 100% your choice. Osama said, I had a problem with customers returning with FBM. Some cancel right after I ship it. I don't think that's an option. Once you ship it, I don't think they have an option to cancel it. And at least that's what I think. Before you ship it, that should 100% be an option. But after, I don't know how that works. I believe you can do that with Amazon FBA, but not FBM. Please quote me if I'm wrong on that. Tell me what happened. But that's really really weird. I would be mad.
Yeah, that's really bad. It happened to me on Postman, but they give me the money back, Postman. But yeah, it happened with me in Postman before.
Yeah, Gugon is everywhere, J-Man. Like Eric said, you can find them in any retail store, including Marshalls. I believe they have Gugon. They have every cleaner known to man.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. But yeah. So with the trip, Tennessee trip, like we were saying, Nike clearance store was dookie. But we still had a good time. We still ate up at Converse. Still made money. Still making money from the shoes that we picked up there. So really can't complain too much about it. Made some content out of it, and yeah, great experiences overall. And you have anything else to say about the Tennessee trip?
Yeah, I mean, every day we worked like for 3 full days, and every day we just repeat what we did the first day. Like go to the clearance store, then go to Nike outlet, Converse store, Adidas. I think we hit a Marshall, but it was not good. I know we just didn't go back anymore. But yeah, every day was similar, and then after we finish work, we just take a break and do something exciting like mini golf, go karts, and some good food, some alcohol tasting. That was really good too. And yeah, I mean it was a little combined on everything how we already said. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad experience. It was good. That I will go back to there.
Not to buy stuff, not to resell.
Maybe not. It's not the best. It's not the best little town to do that. Maybe there's going to be a lot of other different clearance stores around the country that I would like to go. As we said, we going to Texas because of that. And yeah, I think that's mostly it for the travel.
Yeah. J-Man, for your question, sorry that we didn't answer this a little sooner. I believe you said what's the best cleaner to have or something. I really don't know. I use a cleaner Antonio gave me.
Yeah, I can.
Here, you can show them.
I bought this for Dick's. They have it in all Dick's.
Sporting goods.
Yeah, it's sporting good. They cost like I believe like $7, something like that. But this lasts you for a long time. Yeah. I mean the good gun, the traditional, have it like that.
Let me see what kind of glue gun is it. Oh yeah.
And this one is it's Marshall. That's for Marshall. This one is good too.
Yeah, just don't get glue gun on your skin. It gets very dry after you wash it.
It was for Marshall for $5.99. I have the sticker in there.
Grandma shoe cleaner. Oh, spot remover. Rinsey recommends grandma shoe cleaner. I believe they use that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I would go with what they say. They're used shoe experts, and they've cleaned way more pairs than I ever have and will in my entire life. So
yeah, we don't really sell any used shoes anymore. I used to do it, but I don't do it anymore. I find a little bit fun to do just regular shoes, like new shoes, brand new releases, FBA, but everything works. Like you can make a lot of money on go to like Goat Wheels and those stores and clean it if you want, but it depends on the model, your business model. It's just all depends.
Yeah, for sure. And we're in the business model. Well, our business model right now mainly is retail arbitrage and going to outlets. So maybe some Rosses, some Marshalls here and there, but as of now, that's how we're rolling. And Osama says, oh, they don't cancel it when he ships it, so they request a return after he ships it, which is 100% they can do that. So he has to pay for shipping to them and then the return label. That sucks. I mean, you can charge them shipping, can't you? If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man, that sucks. That must suck. 830 Harris says, A305 Harris. Sorry, I keep messing your name up, dude. I'm sorry. I don't do it on purpose. Did you guys check out the eBay pages dropped in chat from last week? No, we can do that right now though. 1 second. Ozama says one customer literally was able to issue a return an hour after I shipped it, and she received it a couple days ago. Issued another return on the same product, so managed returns has two different.
But when you
just wait for it to come back to you. So
yeah.
when you do a return, you ship it out to them. If they do it before the item gets to them, just most likely they're just gonna return it back to you. It's gonna be 100% safe. So when they do that, just wait for them to get it. They have to ship it back out to you. So they do that, you get it back, and then you issue a refund. Don't issue the refund while it's in transit ever, because they could scam you and you're out of that money. You can't do another or I believe edit your refund. You can't do like a restocking fee or anything like that. So
yeah, you have to wait until you got the shoe in your hand.
Yeah. Jeffrey Flips, what's your average cost per pound when you FBA shoes? To be honest, I don't know, but I calculate each shoe.
Mine is 1.4 for shoe.
Per shoe. This is not per pounds. But I believe it's about the same. So like maybe like $1 per pound, and each shoe is like 2 to 3 pounds. But that's on the high end. For Amazon, I just calculate that each shoe is gonna cost me $1 to ship it out or ship it via FBA. And maybe that's a wrong calculation to do, but it's not like shipping like clothing and other little items. Shoes are a little bit more expensive, just because the sheer amount of volume that if you want to ship a lot of shoes in one Home Depot box, is gonna be a little expensive. It's not gonna be on the cheaper side, because it's not gonna weigh it's gonna weigh a lot, maybe like 35 pounds, but the dimensions is what makes it expensive via UPS.
Yeah. When you send like more stuff, it's cheaper.
Yeah, if you send more stuff at the same time, it's gonna be always cheaper. But if you let's say if you want to do a shipment of like 10 shoes, you might get like 3 different shipments, and you gotta put each in each of those have to be in a different box, and it's really not difficult, but you're just gonna be spending more time. Yeah, more annoying. Ozama says different returns on the same one product for the same customer. That's so weird.
Sucks.
Just sold a Valentine's lift for $250. Eric, dude, that's insane. Holy, you're still selling those? I was aware. Yeah, I was aware that they went down in price, but $250 is still freaking insane flip. Grandma shoe cleaner sells at Walmart. Yeah, just bought some Chuck Taylors like 2 days ago and sold last night. J-Man, you following our advice, or you just know about Chuck Taylors? And yeah, go ahead and like the video, you guys. Appreciate it, if you can. But yeah, Tennessee travel out of the way. We can talk about a little bit about where we're going to Texas. We're going to Texas on March 14th. Wait.
Yeah, 14th to 17th.
March 14th to the 17th, we're going to Sebas's clearance store in Houston, Texas. Whatever. Go to the clearance store while we're there, okay? We're going to be there probably all day. If you're in Houston, whatever, go. You'll see us there with Sebas. But, yeah, we're going to be there for a couple of days. Hopefully we cash out on shoes.
Hopefully.
Yeah, there's no guarantee. But we know Sebas' store is insane from what he sends us. And hopefully we do get some good shoes as opposed to the Pigeon Forge, Tennessee clearance store, which was kind of dookie.
Yeah. Also, yeah, we're going for business, but also, we would like to experience and check what Texas looks like. And with our friend that is from there, what's better,
Yeah, we got somebody that's there already and that knows the area, can show us around. But like I said, most likely, and like he explains it to us, he stays at the Nike outlet almost I don't know if I heard this correctly, but I think he'd be there all day. So we're most likely gonna be there. But yeah, we're gonna be taking lunch breaks and all that, and I'm gonna be trying to film in there with my chest mount. Hopefully they don't tell me anything because I look suspicious with that thing on. But yeah, are you strictly shoes? Ozama asked. Yeah, it's strictly shoes and clothing. Although I do, have some online arbitrage products that I buy from Amazon, and sell. I'm not like Fields of Profit. The dude's a goat. I'm not like Miles flip for Miles. I'm not always like that. But yeah, I'm strictly shoes, and he is as well.
Yeah, mostly shoes and clothes. That's mostly what I do. I mean, I believe like 99%. Unless it's like sometimes coming some balls or stuff like that, but that's just like holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you driving or flying? We're flying there, so the thing about that is we also have to ship all of our shoes to ourselves, so that's gonna add on to that bike cost or overall trip expense. We'll see how we calculate it. But
yeah, we do flying for free and we stay in the hotel for free though. That's a little more an advantage that we have. That is not add to the expense of the shoes. But yes, we have to cheat everything because we just flying with a backpack mostly. It is what it is, but it's mostly for the experience that we go in and check there.
yeah, for sure. I'm trying to find the stores that A305 Harris was telling me about last week. I screenshotted them, but I'm not sure if I deleted the screenshot or not. So if you can drop the names of the stores down below, or if you just want us to review your store, we can look at it right now if you want. But yeah, we're going to be heading to Texas with Sebas, and going to be chill. Sneaker Hype, do you guys do your taxes yourself, or who do you use? This is not financial advice, but we have our own CPA. And yeah, we basically at the end of the year just calculate our numbers and give it to him, and he does all that stuff.
Yeah, a 305 Harris when my outlet gets reseller out after 2 hours.
Bruh.
I mean, in hours they don't kick off out, but it's nothing in there. Like we can go out by ourselves. Here in Georgia, it's been really, really dry. Nike in general, but if you are consistent and you go as much as you can, we go at least one a week. Sometimes coming some stuff. We have been a little blessed with the refurbished shoes, and a little blessed too with Trae Young.
Trae Young?
Yeah.
Trae Young jerseys?
We have found like Trae Young jerseys around $12 to $30 and retail for $110, and we just buying some. It starts selling fast, but then right now it's not selling as much as I wanted it to sell.
No, I just got a return request for the $250 Hardens. Oh my gosh.
What did they say?
Doesn't fit. Oh my god.
I have to go to gold.
So I saw some Hardens that were like kind of dirty, but I guess that wasn't an issue. They just said it doesn't fit them. I'm gonna show you guys how they look. What the heck, dude? That's sad case right there. $250. I wish we can just ship them straight to FBA, Eric, but clearance stores don't got the box tops, and I'm not gonna pay $10 for a replacement box from somebody. But this is the shoe. The camera focus. Okay, so that's the shoe. Sold it for $250. Now they're returning it to me.
Yeah, you normally don't get a lot of returns on eBay, but this week also I got a return from eBay and 2 returns for StockX. It happened. It sucks, but it happened. To StockX, I sent the wrong size of the shoe. One of the shoes I sent the wrong size. That also can happen if you're not paying attention too much.
Yeah, that's all
And the
you.
other one is also on Dunks that I picked up last Saturday, I believe. And they say that they're dirty. And they're brand new from the box from Chams. I believe that's a piece of paper from the wrapping paper, but they didn't like it and they returned it to me. And I had to pay $15 for a return back to me each shoe. $30 lost for one was my fault 100%, and I take it. But come on, you can remove the paper for the shoe. I don't know.
Yeah. Flipping with Cisco. Flipping it with Cisco. Sorry. What's up, man? What size were the shoes? The size were size 6.5 men's. We got Eddie in here. Mr. Lapricia. Nah, that's his Instagram handle. I don't know if that's actually his last name, but what's up, man?
Yeah, it is.
Really? Then why is it what? Alfred is your middle name or something? Anyways, J-Man says, yeah, I'm following your advice. Remember, I messaged, I think, one of your last videos. Thank you for the helping me. Oh, sorry. Thank you for helping me when it comes to source more places other than Ross and Burlington. Yeah, man, appreciate you watching the vid and, actually taking the advice and it working out for you. Because more than 80% of the people watching aren't going to take the advice or do anything with it. So, appreciate it. And here I pulled up A305 Harris's store.
My story is better than mine.
He's better than anybody else is in here in the chat. Here's what I see on my screen. Okay, this is his store. Man has 2,600 plus listings. He has around 900 comps. The pictures are very, very clean. I like the setup. The logo in the back does look a little weird, but
it's just too much color. It's too much, like, it takes the focus from the shoes.
Yeah, it really takes a lot of focus, like, for me. Like, and as Antonio says, like, that very colorful logo. Like, I'm looking more at that logo than I am looking at the shoes. But other than that, very, very clean store. And this is what we're just looking at. I don't know what I should be looking at specifically. I don't know if I should go into your listings, look at the title and all that stuff, but looks like you're a seasoned seller, dude. This man is huge. 3K reviews. 3.3K, almost 3.4K.
Check his comp.
Reviews. Let's check these comps real quick. 915. Sold some Nike women's, what is that, sweatpants for $31. I wish you guys can see what I'm seeing here, but yeah, I mean, decent comps all around. February 23rd, all from today.
Yeah, it's not bad. Very good though. Very good.
Yeah, a lot of clothing, surprisingly.
Nice, a lot of Nikes. Lot of Nikes. If you see our store right now, like, of 10 sales, maybe one is Nike because, I mean.
Bro, you stay in the clearance store, don't you, man? I swear. This dude has to be in the clearance store. Correct us if we're wrong here. Thank you, Jeff, eBay Addicts. We hit 1K today. You seen that video of the millennial prophet going to Texas copping everything? No, I haven't.
I think that was for Andy's store.
For real? He went to a clearance store?
Yeah, you remember when Andy was like, hey, like, coming a lot of people from Florida that they're like sleeping here for a week out of the store.
Wow. Millennial Prophet isn't from Texas. I mean, from Florida, though.
Well,
is he?
Maybe it's another one. I just saying.
Yeah, Millennial Prophet's a YouTuber. Shout out to him. He has some pretty good videos. You guys check him out. Yeah, Harris says he stays at the clearance store. Bro, I mean, insane. Have you found any Air Zoom GT cuts at the clearance store? Those go for a lot of money. And well, the ones our friends in Texas have found a couple of them, and they've been selling them for, I don't know, a lot of money, more than $300.
Yeah, around $500 actually.
Around $500.
Yeah, but they're older than the ones that are dropping right now. They're not the same. Like, I mean, the one that I copped yesterday, size 15, right now is an ass on gold for $450, but he said that the last one sold for like 250, 240, something like that. It's not actually selling for 450. It's just somebody have it, but I mean it could happen. I'm going to list it as much as I can, or I can hold it for a later. I don't care for the lows, but I want the highs to get out soon. I have like 4 left, but yeah.
Yeah, GT cuts are the basketball one. Harris, I have nothing against your background. Your background is perfectly fine. It's just the logo or whatever you have on the thing. I really can't say too much about your background because my background is a ugly yellow background. But yeah, the main thing we were talking about is this logo that you have on there. That yeah, it does kind of take away a little bit of the attention from the shoes. But yeah, that's about it. Other than that, bro, you're straight.
Eddie said that
LaPrecious
wife.
Man's got his wife's name on his Instagram handle. That's love right there. So for the description, I think you copy and paste it from Nike. Oh no, he doesn't. Sorry, that's just what it says. For sale, brand new, Nike by you. Yo, chill.
I'm sorry.
There you go. Yeah, bro. I mean, you're a seasoned eBay seller, way more than us. I mean, keep it up with this.
I keep going.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, what we are doing right now, I mean, you lucky have the clearance store, but we have been like opening the door for new brands, new stores, because we have to adapt for what we have. We can go one day to Texas, but the other 300 days are going to be here, and we have to work with what we have, and that's what we're doing. We don't giving up. Oh, Nike doesn't have nothing. Like, I'm not going to sell. No, we got Adidas is being really sweet with us. Converse being really sweet with us, and you will see the new stores in the next couple videos that Kevin is going to believe is going to show you guys.
Yeah, I deleted like 2 weeks of footage, unfortunately, but we're gonna come back strong. We got a lot of sourcing videos coming out with the chest mount. All of my sourcing videos now are gonna be with the chest mount. It's basically just a thing that I'm doing. It's very weird. I feel very weird with that thing on. But the more you do something, the more used to it you get. So,
yeah, a lot of people ask about it.
Yeah, Tucker says, "Do you guys have a Nike outlet near you?" The nearest Nike outlet we have away from us is like 30 to 40 minutes, and then the good ones that we go to are like 50 minutes away from us.
Yeah, without traffic.
Yeah, without traffic, and with traffic, it's like an hour plus. Yeah, Harris, the GT cuts are like basketball shoes, and they look low. They kind of look like
Kobe. They look like Kobe shoes. They're similar to Kobe.
They don't look like Kobe's. I think they look more like Kyrie's more than anything.
No, they're really flat. I mean, just look at it. Like Nike have it. I don't know. If they're going to show you now because they're sold out. But yeah, they're really cool shoe. We don't play basketball, but like a lot of basketball friends that we have are saying that they're really good quality shoes, or it's one of the best quality shoes. And I think they're not as I feel like overrated as like Jordans or LeBrons or whatever other jet, and you can still get some, but I mean I guess not anymore because they're selling out like in a million. But we were able to get some this week, but let's see what's happened.
I mean, I believe the comparison with how they feel with if they compare very much to Kobe shoes, that explains everything, because Kobe shoes are discontinued. They're extremely expensive. So if some hooper can cop those for retail on Nike and they feel like Kobe's, that's just insane.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, for real. But J-Man says, I was at Nike 2 days ago and could have copped some of the Nike running shorts for $10. Come on, man. You don't gotta question yourself. You can always return it, especially when you're like at a store, like a regular store.
Well, yeah, I mean in the clearance, I don't know if in the clearance stores you can return.
Yeah, you can't return clearance store stuff. That's final sale. But I'm pretty sure you're talking about the Nike outlet. Are employees at the Nike store cool with you guys? I feel like I have to act like a ninja with sourcing. So I mean, a lot of Nike employees are very very nice, but you don't want to be like, hey, I'll give you $50 if you help me tell me when you guys restock and all stuff. I mean, with any relationship, you're building with anybody else, you have to, you know, small talk, build that up, and you can be cool with them. I'm personally not cool with any of them. I don't have anybody's Nike contact yet, but we are working on one of that. But yeah, Nike employees are some of the not push offish like standoffish employees, but like they're I don't want to say they're not gonna help you, but
you remember the lady from Sugar Love that she didn't let us to do like their birthday coupon.
yeah,
They didn't let us use that because like you buy in like bulk, and it was like a five SKU each. It was like that's not even bulk, but we got like 30 pairs. That was a bulk, but like it was like 10% or 15%. It wasn't like we were not asking for like 50%. Like 15% and she's no, that's no, we can't do that. And it was just that manager, she didn't let us do that. And Adidas we do 60% of discount and they don't care. I mean, it's not that they don't care, but they're fine because that's what it said. That if you have the coupon, you have the coupon. It's not.
Yeah, Adidas is some of the nicest stores ever. Sometimes the employees can be like kind of mean, like look mean, and when they talk, they sound like they're mean. But you keep going in there. Well, personally, with my experience, they start seeing you. They basically know you at that point. And they're like, hey, what's up? Hey.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's not as hype as Nike is. Right, we understand too. Like, just Nike is Nike, and the other stuff, the other stuff. But everything sells. If you don't have a Nike outlet or a good Nike store, just go to other stores and look comes. It's not difficult. Maybe it's going to take you a little bit more time because they're new shoes, they're new stuff. But they're more than Nike. New Balance is good. Even like Vans, it could be good too. Like you just have to check and you have to put your eyes in some shoes and learn.
Yeah, I'm gonna take something of what Eric said. I believe he said this, but like when he buying another brand, he studies it. So he like basically he studies it and sees like what sells good in that brand, and once he finds that out, he goes deep into some shoes, and that's basically what you have to do. Like with any brand, expanding can take a little bit of a while. You have to know what you're doing, maybe have some experience reselling at that point. But yeah, it's really not that difficult once you keep doing it over and over again. 8305 Harris, not the GT, not the Zoom GT runs, the Zoom GT cuts. Runs, I believe they're basketball shoes, but they're not like the good ones that we were talking about. And he says he passed on a size 13 white pair like last week. I hope you're talking about the runs and not the GT cuts, but dude, that's insane. And yeah, Brian says small talk goes a long way in the stores. See, J-Man said that those GT cuts kind of look like Kyrie's, and I agree with you. They do kind of look like Kyrie's, but they are their own shoe. Rodolfo says, here in the South Texas at Ross, we got Team Nike USA VaporKnit women's soccer jerseys and Team USA Nike basketball jerseys. We found some of those USA VaporKnit women's soccer jerseys ourselves. I honestly don't know if I'm going to return those. But, yeah. We found some of those too. And we haven't found any Nike basketball jerseys. Harris, what happened at Adidas, man? Tell us. But we're probably not gonna go a little longer. Just like a couple more minutes here to end the live. We're at 1 hour and 4 minutes on the dot. But yeah, Brian says I worked at Adidas in 2014. They would kick out resellers. As I walked in. Yeah, he told us that, man. I'm just glad our our Adidas stores aren't like that. Adidas is like I said, like very, very cool with resellers. And somebody said that they feel kind of sneaky when reselling. at the Nike store, if you're looking for something, just ask, dude. Like, ask one of the employees that's just sitting there in the back, like this, doing nothing, just asking, hey, you got any heat in the back? And they're like, they'll either tell you no, or they're gonna like, oh, let me go check, or they'll be like,
or they just, I mean, after they know you, they just bring it to you. Like that's what happened one day in Adidas, when the Ivy Beyond shoes, there were no
the Ivy Park. The
Ivy Park shoes were not flooded as I used before. We found those shoes like 1 or 2 months ago. Like they were like receiving that package that day, and the employee was like, "Hey, I don't know if you are interested in this shoe. Like retail is 130, we have it for 50. Do you want it?" So we checked. We didn't know what that shoe was, and like we checked and was like, in that moment, comments were really good. And we were able to sell some before it got flooded, and we didn't ask for the shoe. We didn't even know that the shoe was in the store. He came and like, hey, you want this? Yes, we take it, all of them. And then we took it that day, and next day we went back and took more, and yeah.
Yeah, we were there, like, we told him, hey, can we buy all of them? And he was like, let me go ask. And then he went and go ask, and they're like, no, we can only give you like 20 of each. Or like 20 total, or like 20 of each model. And they were like, okay, we can come back tomorrow, right? He was like, yeah. And then we, did that, and it was all cool. But yeah. So Oscar says that the runs sell too, the Nike GT runs. They sell too, but not like the GT cuts. So don't want to spread misinformation. Sorry if I said they don't sell good, but apparently they do if you can get them for a good enough price. Converse shoe store be showing me all kinds of love. Yeah, for real. They're, and I'm gonna keep saying this. I've only been to 2 Converse stores ever. It's the nicest. They have the nicest employees, like the best customer service. I don't know why, but they just do. Like the employees, they come up to you like, hey, you need help, blah blah blah, all the time. So.
You don't even need to like get pulled out there because they're just really nice. They're like, they sell you mostly they used to sell you what you want. Like they don't hide, it's not as much hype as Nike is neither, but like it's selling good right now. It's selling as I will say they're selling as much as Nike does right now.
I'm not gonna say that, but yeah, I mean they are their sales have increased.
Yeah, as much, not as fast.
Yeah, as much. But yeah. Harris said he got kicked out as a reseller 6 years ago. Yeah, I have never gotten kicked out of a store, but the Puma manager at a store, I was scanning it. I was just scanning, minding my own business, and dude was like, he was looking at me like he was right next to me, and I was just scanning and for Amazon, and he was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, just scanning for Amazon. He's like, oh, to see if there's like a cheaper price. I said, no, to resell stuff. I was like, oh, he's like, and I was like, no, because I'm a reseller, so I'm gonna resell. If I buy something here, I'm gonna resell it on Amazon. He was like, oh, you can't do that in here. I'm like, what? He's like, for real? And I said, for real? And he was like, yeah, you can't do that in here. So he's like, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop doing that. And I was like, what the heck? And I was like, I just left the store because I'm not going to be in there if I can't scan. So I just left. And then that dude's a bozo. He doesn't even work at that Puma anymore. Thank God.
Yeah.
I can go in there and buy stuff now. But the people in there now are really, really nice. So, yeah, I didn't like that dude.
I mean, nobody would like it.
Yeah, I mean, I went in there multiple times, and all the times this dude followed me and kept telling me, like, he kept looking at me like this and like this, like he was next to me, he would be like this, and I'm like, what do you want, dude? He just he'd come up, be like, sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop doing that. And then there was like one time this lady that was in there, I don't know if she was taking pictures of the clothes to show whoever she was buying it for, but she was there, and then I was in there too, and I was trying that dude because he was just annoying. But I was like scanning right next to him to like mess with him, and then he told me to stop doing that, and I'm like, whatever, and I just went around the store, kept doing it. And then there was some other lady, and he was like, is she with you too? I'm like, bro, I don't even know that lady. What are you talking about? And then it's just annoying stuff.
Never saw that doing that store though. Like it was before I was going to that store.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really weird, and I don't know if she was a reseller or not, but honestly, and then he went up to her and told her, "Ma'am, I'm gonna ask you to stop doing that." I'm like, what is she even doing, dude? She's just taking pictures of the clothes to send it to somebody.
Yeah, and you know he's not there anymore, and I believe sales on the store went up after he left.
For sure, cause I mean, I don't know if he was. No. Okay, so I think one time I did ask him. I was like, why don't y'all don't like resellers in here, or like why don't you like resell? He's like, oh, cause y'all come in here, buy stuff really cheap, and then sell it really high and take a working man's money. I'm like, bro, shut the heck up. Like, come on. If you can't afford something, don't buy it. Like,
he was just jealous that he.
Yeah, I mean, dude was miserable with his life apparently. That's what I'm gonna assume. He hated working there, and I'm glad he doesn't work there anymore. He's a grade A bozo. But yeah, so let's see. Oscar says clearance store sells runs for $69.99 and cuts for $80. If you see them in there, I have a cuts out of the clearance store a few times. What a come up. So okay, so here's a story from Harris. He says I had asked for a couple of pairs of some Damian Lillard shoes in different sizes, and the manager asked how come, and I told them I resell and how. Oh, and they were like their policy at the time didn't allow that. What? But I still go once every couple months, and they're always dry anyways. Yeah, I mean, Adidas is good to hit when they have the 50% off clearance, and then you have an additional coupon with your account, so that's
voucher.
good.
They call it vouchers.
Yeah, it's best to be transparent at any store, Jeffrey Flips.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna finish off the chat here and then end the live, you guys. My stores love resellers. I feel bad for anyone getting around. Yeah, I mean, that's how we feel when we go to Converse, that they love us, because I don't know if they don't sell enough shoes, but with Puma as well, they treat us good to every Puma we go to now, and as well as what other store?
You want to say other stores?
What other store? Oh, cool. Dick's Warehouse. Kohan as well. Yeah, we just recently bought from Kohan, but we don't go in there all the time. But yeah, I mean, you gotta expand your brands, but
Vans too.
Yeah, Vans is pretty good too. Sometimes the workers at our Vans don't like working. They just stare at us while we.
They're so lazy.
We go up to them and they're like, "Can you get us this shoe like in this, or do you guys have more of these shoes?
Yeah,
and whatever size." And then they look like, and then they go check the.
No, they didn't even move. They didn't even look. No, all of them, but like most of them. They're like they tell you no, just to don't go to look the shoe. Like.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean. They have a weird system. Like all their shoes are stacked, like on I don't know where, but their clearance shoes are stacked really high.
3 floors and stuff.
Yeah, and they have to get it with like a huge stick, but yeah. My Nike is chill though. Just always monitor the resellers time in the store around 2 hours, and we gotta head out. What? You can only be there.
Oh yeah.
You can only be in there for 2 hours.
Bruh, 12 hours is a lot to be in a store.
You have to start being smart when you go into these stores. Just saying, yeah. Tip with clearance stores is to find out when their shipments come in. Yeah. We've heard that a lot.
I think the only store that we had like 2 hours, or we used to be like that, was Dick's, but like the other ones, we're kind of done.
Yeah, when they open, they have a lot of resellers. Yeah, in the evening when the shipment comes through, I caught most of my things. Oh wow. Kohan listings the other day. Yeah, Kohans were cheap, dude. They were like $22. Those women's Kohan.
Yeah.
No, I don't got an AMD GPU. Sorry. Travis, FaceTime me. I don't know who you are, bro. That's why they limit time there since camp out. Always trying to bring in. Go crazy, go stupid, bro. Is that Paris? Bro, what are you doing in my life? But okay, I think that's gonna work. You done with the live here. We read the chat. Thank you guys for sticking around to the very end. Brian, A305 Harris, dude has an insane store. Oscar, Eddie was in here. Jeffrey Flips,
Eddie,
Oscar. Appreciate you guys for hanging out.
Thank you, Luis, to put it in the Instagram in the history Instagram for us. Thank you.
Shout out Shoe Picky. call him Shoot Drippy, but yeah. And thank you guys for 1K. We will see you guys next week.